Welcome to another edition of Triton Talk. My name is Marianne Mitchell, Associate AD for Communications at UMSL, and joining me this week is head baseball coach Cory Wahl. Cory, welcome. It sounds like you've been busy with recruits visiting campus. Kind of tell us about that process in the pandemic era.
Yeah, it's definitely a different time for us on visits. We can't get into all the buildings, and we can walk through Mark Twain, which is nice, but we're still outside the rooms and looking through windows. But I think the benefit to getting people on campus for us is a lot of people don't realize, even if they're from St. Louis, how beautiful our campus is and how nice it is. So just being able to get potential student athletes on and show them our facility and show them what we can do inside, show them the weight room through the windows, and just walking them through our campus really opens their eyes to what we have on our campus, which is great.
And then, of course, your baseball field is outside, so that's an easy facility to show off, and it's still brand new, so there's a lot of great attributes about the UMSL baseball fields.
Absolutely. No, that's where we spend, I would say, we get 2-hour windows to do our stuff in. I bet we spend an hour or more at the field. That's where we sit and talk with that nice background. I mean, we haven't stepped foot on it for quite a while, so it's really green and pretty, and everybody's done a really good job keeping that up. Even though I'm not able to be out there doing it, we really appreciate everybody doing the work, and it's really nice. We can walk out there. Everything's clean. Everything's nice. Getting the dugouts repainted by our athletic director, which is awesome. So everything's good. The windscreen's put up and it's brand new. No, it looks really sharp right now. It's really something that we can sell to student athletes.
And then speaking of baseball, of course, the MLB is kind of gearing up for their restart. I mean, teams are back in their spring training and games are beginning shortly. I'm guessing that you as a baseball coach have to be pretty excited to watch some live baseball getting ready to start up again.
Yeah, with good broadcast, I would say. So there are tournaments, high school tournaments being broadcast, but they're usually on an iPad. So it's been interesting trying to watch those. But no, it's going to be great. Something to be able to sit down and just watch baseball. I mean, I haven't had a spring or a summer without baseball, and as long as I can remember. So it's been a little bit different. But no, it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be a different year even for them, being down to 60 games, and everything's going to be tightly wound right away, which is nice. Playoff baseball right away would be really cool to watch this year.
Definitely. And then you're an Indiana native, so who's your team? Who do you cheer for?
I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan. I would say where I'm from in Southern Indiana, we're split, Cardinals and Reds. I would say most everybody, a few Cubs fans mixed in. But no, I'm a Reds fan from my dad, and all my uncles, except for one, are all huge Reds fans. So it's just in the family. But I probably spend more time at the Cardinal Stadium than the Red Stadium being over here. And we love it, going to that atmosphere. On a normal year, we would love to go and see those games. But no, Cincinnati Reds, it's been a little bit of a rough time the past few years, but it's still fun. We still go and catch games when we can in the summer.
Good. And then you also have some of your own players playing some baseball this summer in summer leagues. How's it been going for them?
Everybody I've heard back from that's played has really enjoyed their time. We had one down in Springfield, Missouri, in the FCA league, and he really enjoyed his time down there. And unfortunately, his league did get cut short a little bit. But he got plenty of ABs in and really enjoyed his time. We had 2 down in Texas that are already back. Their full season is already over. And they actually both made the All-Star team down there, so that was pretty cool. We had a couple of our seniors that graduated that wanted to get some more baseball in, went down to North Carolina and played, which was fun for them, one last go around since they missed their season. And we have one right here in O'Fallon playing in the league here in the city, and he's still going. Brandon Oleon's still playing. So we have a few. Our incoming freshmen are playing on their normal teams in the summer. A lot less travel than normal. A lot in Indianapolis. Those teams are staying around there. I know this weekend's a big one in Atlanta for recruiting. So I'm guessing most of that will be online. But yeah, our guys have really enjoyed their time being able to play. I mean, we missed most of our season, and they feel like they're ready to go in the fall, which I hope everybody is.
Yeah, for sure. That's great that they've been able to get out on the field and just play a little bit.
Right.
You've been coaching for a few years, but UMSL is your first job as a head coach. Tell us what got you into coaching. Why did you want to become a baseball coach?
I knew I wanted to coach for a long time. My mom and dad were both high school coaches, mom volleyball and dad basketball. I grew up around it. I was always around a team, and grew up watching them and the enjoyment they got from what they did. And they're still the two best coaches I've ever been around. So I've learned a lot from them, and I can kick back on their thoughts when I'm in trouble. So, but that probably started it, but I actually thought I would be a high school coach for a long time. I got hurt my senior year of college actually, and spent a lot of time in that time frame sitting next to my head coach and learning. And at that point, I kind of realized that's where I wanted to be. And luckily, I got a job at a junior college in Indiana at Vincennes University right out of college, and moved up from there and kept moving around and enjoyed the business a lot. And I'm here to stay. So it started probably with my parents, and then unfortunate injury my senior year turned into something that moved the rest of my life forward. So.
And then speaking of your playing career, you were a catcher, correct?
Yes.
So how did you end up in that position as a catcher?
I caught for as long as I can remember. Probably to start with is I didn't mind getting back there when I was little. Putting on the gear, I enjoyed that. As I grew older and actually got to know the position, I could lead the field from that spot. I can control the games pitch wise. I can control the game in the run game. I got to yell at everybody from behind the plate and tell them where to go, and I enjoyed that. I played football as well. I liked the physical nature of being back there, and I was in the play every single pitch. To be honest, I don't know what I would have done in the outfield with that much time on my hands, especially when I was younger. So I think it kept me engaged a lot more. That's probably why my coaches put me back there early. But then I just grew to love it and never wanted to leave.
And then, as we can see in behind you, you've got a couple of young daughters. How much have you valued this extra time with them since COVID started?
Oh, it's been amazing. This is the first week they've been back in daycare, so it's been daddy daycare since COVID and all the shutdowns started. It's probably the most time I've been able to spend with them, quality time, especially in the spring and summer. Spring is my busy time. I'm not home on the weekends very much, or through the week with practices. In the summer, I'm recruiting quite a bit. I've been able to spend a lot of time just with them, and we've done some schoolwork. We've done a lot of playing and doing different things. But it's been a blessing in disguise, just giving me time with them to do that. They're 5 and 2, and there's a lot of growing going on right now, and they're learning a lot of new things. So it's been fun to witness.
And are they able to hit or throw a baseball yet?
Yes, my older one can really hit, and my younger one likes to throw. And she throws everything, not just balls. So she's getting it. She rears back and lets it go. So it's a little frightening sometimes when we're inside. But no, they love to play. Everybody asks me if they're going to be softball players. I don't really care. I'd probably like them to dance and gymnastics where I can just sit there and clap like a normal dad. But if they choose to do anything in the sports world, I'll be happy to help them out in that realm as well.
Well, that's great. Thank you again, Cory, for joining us this week on Triton Talk, and enjoy the last few weeks of summer, and hopefully we'll see you back on campus and at the baseball field soon.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.